Hannah and Cailin, back again with Double Talk. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Cailin.
Last March, just days after the entire United States went on lockdown for the COVID pandemic, the fourth and final season of Greenhouse Academy was released on Netflix, with an eerily familiar plotline of the threat of a mysterious virus. As the tumultuous final season unfolds, the characters face everything from the aftermath of an earthquake to rocky romances, but the sudden end of the series left burning questions unanswered. Today we're catching up with Greenhouse Academy star Dallas Hart, who let us in on his thoughts for how the show would have continued in season 5 and beyond. Listen in. So one of the first thoughts I had while watching Greenhouse Academy is that it's almost like the setting of boarding school has become a character in itself on TV, right? Like, look back, you have Looking for Alaska, you have Facts of Life, Zoe 101. Why do you think people are so fascinated with seeing what goes on that it's shown on TV again and again?
I think that it's just the fact that it's so different, I guess. I mean, I went through a bunch of different schools through high school. I went to public school, and then I was at a private school, like me personally. And then I did online school as well, and then a charter school because I was acting in between, so I didn't really have time to go to a public school. And it's just, I think, seeing a different experience than maybe the majority of people are going through. It's kind of interesting to them.
Right, and it's different from college because in college you're a little bit older, whereas boarding school you're normally in high school. So there's that feeling of away from the parents for the first time. Yeah, it's like being shipped to outer space or something. It's really surreal watching season 4 because it was released literally like a week after the whole United States went on lockdown, and then you have this plot line of a mysterious virus playing. I have to imagine, like, did you text your castmates, like, what's going on here? Did we predict the future? I mean, what was it like to watch it?
Was this, like, all planned or something? No, but it was very, very strange. And, I mean, everything was crazy at that time. So it was nice to have something good, at least for me and for other people to watch and enjoy during such a insane time. And the fact that it was kind of linked to a virus as well was both just very strange and also fun at the same time. It was just like, what the heck, like, this is wild.
I guarantee there are Greenhouse Academy predictive programming conspiracy theories out there.
Yeah, right?
Now, that montage at the end of season 4 circulated a lot of fan theories about where the show would go had there been a season 5. Where do you think the show would have gone? I mean, I don't know if you read any scripts or there's any talks about where it would have gone, but where would you like to see the show go?
Yeah, so I actually had some talks with the creator at the end of filming season 4 about where it would go. And it would actually be going back into more space exploration stuff in like the 5th and 6th season. We totally planned on doing it, but everything with COVID kind of shut it down, unfortunately. But yeah, it definitely was going to be exploring space more. Haley would be kind of getting into what her mom had done as a profession and exploring, obviously, the main villain of the series and kind of closing that story arc out. So it's kind of sad we didn't get to do it, but that's where it would have gone, I think.
COVID took so many great shows, and it's weird because when it's a show like this where it's not that there's a shortage of viewers or people who love the show, it really is sad to see shows like that go. But I know that happened with The Society too. Yeah, like so many shows that people loved. Yeah, but again, what are you gonna do? I think the heart of the show really is the relationships between the characters, and I think that's something that you see a lot too on TV, where it's like these, I mean, in the case of this show, it's literally earth-shattering events going on around them. It kind of brings people together, and maybe in ways that they wouldn't have brought together if those things weren't going on. And so I wanted to ask you, if the show were to continue, focusing on the relationships specifically between the characters, how do you think they would be forced to evolve after the events of the final episode of season 4?
Well, I think they already have matured a lot just from the experiences that they had. And kind of coming into that, adulthood that they're experiencing near the end of high school. I mean, it's heightened because of the events that happened to them. And I think that they'd be showing like their true colors and their true relationships with each other because they've experienced so much together. And I think it would be a huge bonding, almost like they're family now, and experiencing that together, and just they'll get through anything as long as they're staying strong with each other.
It's really true that you do really get to know somebody very well very quickly in a time of crisis. It like strips everything else away and reveals only what matters. You're also a musician, and I know you told us that you just saw your first live show in a long time. What are your plans as far as your music career? What's coming up, and are we gonna get to see you live soon?
Yes, definitely. So I saw the first live show. It was a good buddy of mine. It was literally on the day that LA like opened back up. And I've been actually hosting my own like live shows as well. I built a stage last summer, and I have live shows for charity Feed the Children that I've been hosting. It was just live streamed at first, but I just recently started opening it up to having like live audience and everything. It's been going really well, and I will be performing at those for sure. And then from there, as soon as I have some new music that I'm planning on releasing, honestly, I'm taking my time on it, so it's all like, exactly how I want it. I'm thinking like a project at the beginning of next year, and then I just want to tour with it. I actually have a new guitar player now that plays for like me when I do my live stuff, and he's a great producer. And so I started working with him, really found and like narrowed in on my sound. And now it's like I don't even want to go to anybody else. I'm like, I want to go to you because like obviously we'll make like a song in like a few hours, and then it's just like done, so we're ready to get it mixed and mastered. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just happy to have found that person. Who knows? I mean, with everything bad that happened last year, I might not have been introduced to this person. So it works out in the end.
I really like this series that you do on Instagram. It's like a series of reels called Really Cool Places and Really Cool Things. What made you decide, I mean, I don't know if this is like an official thing or you just do it for fun, but what made you decide to document your life in that way?
I don't know. I just wanted a fun way to kind of get more into both travel, and I love gadgets as well. So I created the series like Really Cool Things, which is like just everyday items that I like, or like musical gadgets. Like I have this watch that is also a metronome, and so I just wanted to share cool things that I enjoyed and that made my life either easier or fun, and then also places that I travel to. And then I also want to start a really cool people in the future, so I want to be able to interview people that I think are really cool and have had an impact on my life. And yeah, I just wanted something that could branch across multiple areas of stuff that I enjoy and places that I go, and just be a fun way for people to experience that with me.
We talked about music and acting. I mean, do you have time for anything else? What do you do in your free time?
Basically anything in the entertainment world. I've been making movies since I was like 5 years old. I would make movies as a project for school instead of like a poster. I'd be making a film, and I'd show it to the class and everything. It was just something that's fun for me. And then I was like, well, I might as well just try it out and see what I can do with it. And so yeah, I produced my first film last October in the middle of everything, and when everything was like really bad. So we were on one location at this like mansion that we rented for the film, and was just like a bubble basically. So we all lived on the location and shot on the location. And it was super fun, really stressful, and great experience. And I'm very excited. I think it's probably going to be coming out in October of this year. So yeah, really excited to see, have people see it.
It's exciting. You have your hands in everything. You're a busy guy.
Yeah. I honestly just like anything creative that pops up, I'm all in for it.